Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be picking another BrickLink order, or a couple BrickLink orders actually. Now, a lot of you have been asking, can you do an exact what you do 100% of the way through from when you get the order to when you ship the order. So what I'm going to do is this video is going to be me packing the orders, going through the shipping process and everything, and figuring out, what I want to pick, or what I want to pack it in, and mailers and all that kind of stuff. To sticking the label on, to putting it in the post office mailbox or something like that as well. So we're going to start with this order from Max. And Max did not ask for a video, but that's okay. We will also get to another order from Leo, who was earlier. So essentially when you get your order, this is what you get. This is a sheet, and this is what your order page will look like. I don't normally print it out for the videos I do. Up there on the screen is usually how we pack it, or how we look at it at least. So in this one, we have 4 different pieces. Now the printer is running out of toner, so it's not quite great, but this is a nice small order. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for this piece here, and you can see right there D0524. So now what we're going to do, and then we can look in the quantity, says 4 of them. So D0524, we're going to go over to the wall, and we're going to find D0524, I think it was. Hopefully, let's see. So we're going to pull this drawer out. We got another one where it's half empty. So now we found this piece. You can see it says light bluish gray 1x1 modified with studs on 2 sides, which is exactly what this one is because they are opposite. So now we're going to pick out 4 of these pieces and set those aside. So there's our 4 pieces there. Then we're going to put this drawer 524 back on the wall. And then usually what I do, and I have a little Sharpie with me, I'll just do a checkbox there. On the computer, if you have those checkboxes, you can actually click them and they will fill up. So now you know this piece is already there. Perfect. Next piece here, D660. So we're gonna go over there to D660. And you don't necessarily need to pick off the wall, or the drawer off the wall, but we know we have 6 of these. Sorry, I'm not focusing on the camera there. So we're gonna pick out 6 of these. Oops, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And then put that back on the wall. And then again, we'll go over here. We'll set those aside. Now, usually, personally, what I do is I have the bags ready and I bag them as I'm pulling them off. When I'm filming, I can't do that because I don't have 2 hands, but we're going to check that one off too. So I will bag these right at the end. And then we're going to go here, D713. We need 2 of those, so go to D713, which is down here. And we're going to get 2 of those. Close that drawer up. And again, you just check it off. And then the last one here is D762, and there's 4 of those. So 762, which I think is, nope, it's down here. 762, which is not in here. Okay, so I was checking these extra drawers. These are the drawers we set aside for, there's only 3 of Harry Potter in here. We can put a divider in there. This one, 3 of those, we can put a divider in there. So I was checking those, I couldn't find 762. And then I realized I was looking where 764 would go. 762 is right here, so inside we can get the pieces that we need in here. So, that happens all the time, actually, to be honest. Especially when I'm filming. I just don't know what I'm doing. So I got 4 of those. We're going to set those aside. And then we'll put this drawer back. 762. Perfect. And then, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bag these up because this order is done. And then we'll pack it. And then what we do is we put each individual lot in its own bag. And personally, as I'm bagging them, I make sure I squeeze out all of the air inside the bag, just so it's not taking up extra room in the box. And not every seller bags them in individual lots. You don't have to. You can kind of do whatever works for you. I just think it's a little nicer on the buyer's side to open a thing of, a box and it'd be sorted for you. Makes it a little easier to kind of inventory too. And then one more thing, as I'm packing these all up, I kind of count how many I'm putting in the bag. And again, I reference that with the sheet here. If the sheet says there should be 7 and I only have 6, then I go and I just pick that extra piece. So it's kind of an extra double check measure. And then what I do after this is packed, obviously this is a relatively small order. There's only 4 parts here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick, and these are kind of our 3 options for small orders. We have a nice small box, which is 4x4x4. And these all ship for relatively about the same price. It's really based on weight, at least in the United States. In other countries, I can't necessarily speak. I know other countries, some packages need to be really thin. But in this case, this is going to be the best mailer for this because it's not a massive package. So what we're going to do, and we have these little business card type things. They just say, thank you for your order. If there's any problems, let us know. And it has our logo on it. And then what I'm going to do to make it a little bit nicer for this person when they're opening it I've started doing this. It does take another bag, which costs a couple cents or a cent or so. I've started placing, let me put it back on my little tripod thingy. I've started placing all the lots inside of a larger bag. So when they pull it out of the envelope, it's much easier, it's all together, and there's no chance of them leaving anything in the envelope unless they leave the entire package in the envelope. And then I put our little card inside there. Personally, I like to have the logo facing out. It's kind of cool. And then, again, put the air out of there, and then we can slide it in here. And it fits in there quite nicely, just like that. And you can peel this off and you can seal it up. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm packing multiple orders, I know that this one specifically is for Max Romero, so I'm going to write Max Romero on it. And the reason I do that is because instead of me, you know, packing this order and then shipping it or printing out the shipping label and then putting it aside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack all the orders. So today I think I have 7 orders to pack. I have 2 of them done now, and I haven't sealed them yet. And the reason for that is I just write the name on them. Now I'm going to pack, or let's say these are the 2 that are done. And I'll get there when I get there. I'll show you in the video as well in just a minute. But if these 2 were done with Max and Brandon's, let's say this is the whole day, we're going to print the shipping labels now. I just printed them out. I'm going to stick the label on, but when you try to stick it on with stuff in it, it's maybe not going to lay flat, not stick quite right. So I leave it open so I can pull the contents out, put the label on, and then slide it back in, and then fold it over. You don't have to do that. It's totally up to you. It's just something we do. Plus, we can always double check what's inside real quick before we actually go and ship it out. So what I'm going to do now is pack this order over here. And this one is from Leo Suarez, I believe. So let me put this aside just because I have this one. This one's from Leo Suarez, who asked, you know, hey, can you pack my thing on camera? Very, very nice. You know, it would be awesome if you could make it just if you or your team have time to do so, which we do. We did in the past couple days, actually, so let me make that clear. If you guys want your orders packed on camera, please leave a comment when you place the order. We can gladly pack it on camera. You just need to understand there may be a day or 2 delay in case we don't have time to actively film it that day. So this was ordered a couple days ago, and I just printed it out, and we'll do it today. We do usually ship same day, though. So this one, you can see, has some minifigs in it. So it's B2 is where the first one is. Actually, a lot of them are in B2 and then B23. So we're going to go get bin 2 over here. Grab bin 2. And then we'll find 1 Batmite, 1 Joker, 1 Mr. Miracle, and 1 Superman. So here's the Superman. And then 1 Mr. Miracle, Joker, and 1 Batmite. There we go. So there's the 4 minifigs for that bin, and that was all bin 2. And then I'll check, and the next one says bin 23. So we will go put this back, and then we'll get bin 23, which is down here. It's very hard to do this with one hand. And then now in this one, there should be just 1. And that one is Credence. And here he is here. There we go. So we got those 5 minifigs, and I'll just double check the quantity is all 1. Perfect. And then we're going to go to the trays. So you can see that it says T1. So I'm going to put this back. And we'll put this back over here. I'll just put it on top of 22 for the moment. And then what I'm actually going to do is bring this entire thing over here. So this is actually going to be our new packing station on this side. And that is because, if you saw in last week's video, this wall went up. So today is actually the day after I put the wall up, but this is going to come out later, so this will probably be mostly full by then. But this wall is now in the way, so it's harder for us to pack an order, you know, or come over here, get a drawer, and then walk all the way around the wall. So right here is going to be our new packing station. Just got to clean it up a little bit more. So what are we looking for? Let's put all those there. We're looking for T1, 1 cotton candy. So here's the 1 cotton candy in T1. And we'll bag that in a minute. And then on the back here, also in T1, we have that white 1x2 tile with the Joker print. There's that one. And then in T2, we have one of the bright light orange 2x3 tiles. So we'll go to T2. And here's one of those bright orange ones. And then in T2, there is also 2x2 tile with newspaper print on it, which is this one here. And then the final one is in T4. So we will go to T4. I do not want to mess this up with one hand. Okay. T4, we're going to get one of those, which is the white 1x2 tile over here, and we should have none of those left. Perfect. So I usually, obviously, you want to make sure the print on the tile is the same as the print on the picture. And then, now that this is packed, we're going to go over here. Usually the bags would be over there, and we could bag it all there, but we will now bag it here. And I'm actually going to use these tiny bags. I guess I'll bag it again over here. I can do that. And I'm trying to get rid of these tiny little 1x1 inch bags, and we're definitely going to go with a 1.5 by 1.5 inch bag next, because the 2x3s are too big for some pieces, but the 1x1s are very small and don't fit most pieces actually. So 1.5 it is. I might even have to go to 2x2, but we'll see. I'll try 1.5, and obviously you guys will know when I get those. But we still have probably 600 of these bags to go. See, that's what I mean. The little 2x3 doesn't even fit in there. So, well, I guess it does. You just got to squish it in there. That's okay. And then in this case, I'm just going to put the cotton candy in there and then stick these extra accessories in there. Because this one specifically, and this is mostly what I do for minifigs, this order for Leo is going to be in a box. So even though it's pretty flat and stuff, I feel that a box will protect the minifigs a little bit better, and it'll cost about the same shipping, at least in the United States. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this small 4x4 box, and this will be a challenge, I think, to open it with one hand. Gotta use both hands, sorry. There we go. So that's what it'll be, and then we'll stick it all in there with one bubble, and then we'll stick a label on that. All right, so that's all packed, and then inside I'm going to, of course, stick the little thank you card, and then I got one bubble here, and we'll stick that in there, and then we will close this one up. And now, after I tape it, let me tape it. We'll write Leo on it. I think it was Suarez. Sorry if that's wrong. Doesn't matter. It matters for me. And then again, I will continue packing or piling up all the orders for the day. Then I'm going to print the shipping labels. So I'm going to go pack those other orders. Not going to do them on camera. Sorry, I'm trying to cap the Sharpie. Wow, that was kind of cool, actually. I'm going to go pack up those other orders, and then we'll print out the shipping labels for all those orders over there. One more thing I didn't really mention is that as I pack the orders, I mark them on this sheet as packed, and then that allows me to know, okay, I already packed that one, and then I'll go to one more that's just paid. So hopefully that makes sense, but I click packed, and then you have to click the submit changes at the bottom of the page. Okay, so I've packed up all the orders now. You can see I have quite a few drawers that I can consolidate, and again, these are drawers that are like these, where half of it is empty, or like this, where you know, that can easily take up half and it doesn't need to be a whole drawer. So as we sell pieces, we consolidate the drawers together. And then obviously when we finish, we get stacks of drawers there. So I got my 7 orders ready. They're all packed up. Again, I didn't seal the envelopes. I'll show you why in just a second. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to weigh these and print out all the shipping labels, and then we'll stick them on. Okay, so the 7 labels are printed out now, but I'm not going to really show you the front of those because I don't want to have to go through the process of blurring it, but I will show you how I put labels on with the with some blank labels. So let me get my little tripod thing. So like I mentioned, these bags are, you know, they're in there, but they're not sealed yet. So now what I'm able to do is pretty easily stick on the label on the outside, just like that, and it's nice and flat. And then what I'll do is I will restuff it. And then at this point, I can actually, you know, peel off this thing and seal it up. And then it's ready to go out. And then for these boxes up here, obviously for this larger box, you know, the answer to this is just stick the label on like that. There's nothing you have to do special about that. With this one, what I will do is I will make sure it fits this way, which it does, and then I will have it fold over a good portion, almost like a third of the label. Will fold over onto the other side, and usually I don't cover the logo. Usually I go like that. But the reason I fold it over a good third or so is just so that it doesn't peel off. You know, if you only fold over just a tiny, tiny amount, it's a lot more likely it's going to peel up. And then I just make sure not to fold the barcode. And I try to not separate the address either. I try to leave it all nice in one little, like, I think the barcode is on this side and the address for the delivery address. And then on this side is the return address, and then like the little QR code and other stuff like that. One small note with the taping is on larger boxes like this, I will tape across this seam here. And that is because I'm concerned that potentially, you know, with shaking this around and stuff, I guess a piece or a small bag could fall out of there. On the small boxes, I'm really not concerned about a small piece falling out of there because none of our bags fit through there. So again, on larger boxes, sometimes I do that. Just depends on really what's in the box and depending on the size of the ones. This one has a lot of small pieces, so I will do all the corners there. But again, these, not really worth it. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I'm going to go actually mail these out now, or finish putting the labels on properly. Not like this. And then we'll ship these out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, as always, put them in the comments. Hopefully this cleared up some stuff. Wow, what a disaster. Hopefully this cleared up some stuff as to how exactly we ship labels or ship packages and pack packages. And yeah, thank you guys again for watching. If you want your order packed, go ahead and put it in the comment or the note of the order. We actually just got one more order, so I'll pack that up real quick before I go. But put that in the note, and then I will film it, and it'll be in one of these videos. Just keep in mind there may be a few day delay on your order because it takes time to film these videos, and it's a little bit quicker just to pack the orders. So once again, thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.